Good evening, guys. Here's Wajbet again. We have a very fantastic game today between Magnus Carlsen and Ding Levin. The game features a very complicated battle between those guys. So let's go to the game directly. Again, there's a lot of action waiting for us. So Carlsen with white pieces, he played a4, e5, knight 15, knight c6, and bishop b5. We get the Spanish opening here. a6, bishop a4, knight f6, castle, bishop e7, and now d3 by Magnus. Well, when you play d3, you basically avoid lots of theory here. So b5, bishop b3, and now d6, c3, knight a5. The bishop is under attack. So bishop c2, and now c5. You can see that there's two pawns here attacking the d4 square. And white, from his side, he has to go with rook e1, h3, knight d2, knight f1, knight g3, etc. However, Carlsen decided to be active, and he played d4, and he opened the center while all those guys still here. Well, this is a kind of risky decision. C takes d4, c takes d4, and then castle. So Ding Levin basically is coming to g4 with the bishop, and then putting the rook here, and then getting the rook on the file, on the c file. h3, rook e8, and now d5 by Magnus. Magnus tried to avoid the story within the center. There's too much tension here. Like, he can take, and also he could be taken. And with the rook on e8, black is threatening to take on d4, then go bishop f8, and then the knight and the rook will putting pressure on the e4 pawn. So Magnus simply just played d5. This is a blitz game from 2019. So you don't want too many complications in the blitz game. Now Ding Levin played bishop d7, knight c3. Now a typical move by Ding Levin, queen b8. And here's the ideas. The rook should go to a7, the bishop go to d8 and then to b6, and the other will go to c8. And white is ideas go to a4. Now, Magnus played bishop d3. He didn't even play a4 at all. He didn't push that guy. Now, Ding Levin played very nice move. He played rook c8. Now, the rook is coming on this file, as we said, and then the bishop will come this way and that way, if he's allowed to. Magnus played knight e2. It clearly is going to g3, and then knight f5. Then Ding played knight b7, g4, knight c5 by Ding. Now, you played g4 to attack the black king and being aggressive, but the pawn on e4 has been attacked with two pieces, and there's only one piece to protect it. So Magnus couldn't keep his pawn under protection without knight g3, but of course in return he has to sacrifice his bishop for a knight. This exchange is in black favor. It's we call it the Spanish bishop, and black is very happy to get this bishop for a knight. Very, very happy. Now Ding Levin played b4. Now the bishop is coming to b5 to attack the queen and the rook. Rook e1, queen b5. Very nice play by Ding. Now if Magnus played queen b5, bishop b5, we got two bare bishops in an end game. This is in a black favor, and the rook is coming to c2, and there's pretty much a lot of advantage for black. So Magnus didn't allow this. Instead of that, he played the queen d1. But here's the problem. Look at those guys. 1, 2, 3 pieces. They're doing nothing. So, and this is a problem. Rook c7, bishop e3, and rook ac8. Black basically activating all his pieces. He has a huge control on the c file with two rooks lining up, and the queen putting a pressure on this file as well, on this diagonal as well. He got also these ideas with a5, a4, a3, if he can do that. In return, white doesn't have much actually. He has some problem to solve. What Larsen did, he played knight d2, and his idea, he wants to go to f5 with a knight, and then he played b3 and then knight c4. So Deng played g6, preventing the knight f5. b3 by Carlsen. The knight is coming to c4 next. Queen b7, and now knight c4. This is the only way Carlsen can do some counterplay. Otherwise, he will get squeezed slowly. Bishop b5, and a huge attack on the knight with the bishop and 2 rocks. The knight has to move, and he went to a5. Queen b8 by Deng, 11, and now Magnus played the queen d2. Now Magnus is putting pressure on the b4. White is trying to hold the game together. He tried to deal with the black advantage, and here black played rook c3. So that Deng basically protecting his pawn on b4 by putting the rook in front of it, so the queen cannot actually attack the pawn anymore. However, Magnus thought he's gonna win something here, so he played a3, and he's undermining the pawn on b4, so this rook will be weak. Now black has no choice but to take on a3. Now the rook is protected with the other rook, but that's all about it. So you cannot move this ladle from here. So now Magnus played knight c6. So he's cutting the rooks from each other, attacking the bishop and the queen. A very nice move by the world champion, but we have an issue here. Look what black did. He played simply bishop c6. No problem at all. So queen c3, and now bishop d5. Now black wants a full control on this diagonal, so he's sacrificing the exchange for that. Queen a5. Now bishop e4. Now there's no pawns for white on this diagonal at all. Now Magnus played a very nice move, g5, and he thought he was winning because there's a knight under attack, and if you move the knight this way, the bishop will fall. So black has to choose what to do, and Carlsen thought that he can get something from this. However, Deng played a super nice move here. He played bishop a8, and he's telling Magnus, you can take the knight if you want, but if you do, let's say this way, there's a queen b7 and you're under attack. I'm sorry, there's a mate attack here, and it's very difficult to handle this. So Magnus, instead of that, he played a queen a6. And I want here to suggest a move for you guys. I don't really actually use computer for analysis when I analyze games on YouTube. I think white should play queen b6 here. This is a move I will love to see what black should do against it, because this attack on this diagonal is gone. If you want to put the bishop here, so to avoid the queen exchange, this attack is gone. You won't have it anymore. And if you take the queen, and you take the queen back with the bishop, and then the knight has to move, let's say this way. Now in this position, there's a lot of chance for white to hold it. Yes, black looks better because he's attacking the pawn and the bishop here, and he still has a pawn on a3. But it's much better than what's happening in the game. Anyway, I'm gonna leave this for you guys, and if you guys can put this in the comments to see if somebody has another opinion about this position. Anyway, Carlsen played the queen a6, knight d5, bishop a7. Magnus is attacking with everything he got. Queen c7, and now Magnus' idea basically, he wants to exchange. He played rook ac1. He wants to exchange the queen for 2 rooks, and also he got an exchange up, so black will be left with a queen with knight and rook against a queen, or a rook and bishop against the queen. So, but there's something else is gonna happen here. So Deng Lion took the sacrifice, king h2, and now bishop c6. So the bishop is been protected by the rook, because white, if you don't do anything about that, white will take the pawn on a3, will attack your rook, and if you move your rook anywhere from this line, the queen will jump here and give a check to the bishop and the king at the same time. Now, what's happened is bishop c6. Now both guys actually put a shot on time. I think there's a minute and a half for each one of them, something like that. Queen a3, bishop g5. So the bishop is protecting the rook. Now, here's the idea. Black wants to do a move like this with the help of the bishop and give a checkmate for white. But we have two problems here. The first problem is this knight in particular is protecting this, and also this knight on d5 is in the way. So if you can find a way to get this knight away in the right time, and this knight moved or get attacked or something, so you will have a checkmate. Is that possible? Let's see. Queen d6 by white, bishop f4, a fantastic play. Look at the bishop here. Is pinning the knight over the king, so the knight cannot move. Bishop c5. There's a mate in one waiting for black to solve. Plus, there's a bishop in c6 is being attacked. So here, Magnus is more than happy. He's looking to win this pretty quickly, but Deng gave him a very cold shower, and it's knight e7. Now, here's the problem. We have a mate in one, the rook and the bishop. There's no solution for it, and this mate has been stopped by a knight sacrifice over here, and the knight at the same time is protecting the bishop. So here, Mr. Carlsen, the world champion, resigned the game. He couldn't do anything else. The only thing left for him is just maybe a check here, but then king g7, and that's it. An extra move to be played on, but that's it. There's nothing else on this position. I hope you guys like the game. It's really complicated, really nice. Like, share, subscribe to the channel, and we're gonna see you guys tomorrow. See you guys. Bye bye.